Hi, I'm John from WorkshopAddict.com. Today we get to take a look at a wet dry vac from Workshop brands. This is a 14-gallon, 6 horsepower wet dry vac, model number WS1400CA. Workshop brand has been around a good 6-8 months now. Quite active on Facebook and Google Plus, trying to get their name out there. So we were asked to take a look at this 14-gallon shop vac and let them know what we thought. First off, I've never had a Workshop vac before with big tires in the back and casters in the front. The ones I've had always had casters all the way around, and it was always one of the big annoyances with me because no matter how they were shaped, you drag them around the shop and they either tip over, catch on one of the catch on the cord or something, and next you know you're dragging it across, and just irritating. Well, I tell you what, this big tires in the back and casters in the front works extremely well in the workshop. I was really amazed. I just pulled it around and it went where I wanted it to go. And this handle on the top makes it a little tougher to store underneath workbenches and stuff, but if you got a place for it, this handle is really nice for moving it around. You can really control it well. If you don't want the handle, there's 2 little buttons here. You can pop these buttons and lift it right off. You know, it just locks into place. So you can remove this handle if you want, but it is nice for moving it around. Up at the top here is basically a little basket caddy to keep your accessories in, and which I typically don't do. I keep mine somewhere else. But this is really nice to keep like your tape measure in or whatever tools you may want, because that comes in pretty handy, especially if you're on a work site. There is this, they've got this onboard hose storage that you can see. The hoses come around in the back and go in these little pins, and so you can store it and move it around. Nice, but in my workshop setting I typically don't. You know, when they're in use, they're in use. So you take those off, and has a nice little clip on here to clip into your front of your unit. Locks, it stays. This also works as a blower, so you can also take it, put it in the exhaust, clip it in, and now you've got a blower. Also back here on the blower section is the part numbers for your replacement filters. This will take 3 different filters, and in a second we will take a look at those. Let me get the hose out of the way. With this unit comes, of course, 2 halves of a wand here, your wet sweeper attachment, kind of your squeegee, your thinner little, more of a pointed attachment, your floor attachment, and this little sleeve here is really nice. It's a rubber sleeve, and that is for connecting if you've got 2 hoses, and because these come with, I believe it's like a 6-foot hose. And if it's not long enough and you've got another hose, you can attach 2 together and make it longer. This is nice. They also send a bag, 1 replaceable bag. It's basically you plug it into your inlet chute in there, and there's little directions in 3 different languages. And so that way when it's full, you can just take the bag out and throw it out. This would be nice for like a drywall dust or something like that, which just always makes a mess. So let me get these out of the way too. Like I said, your attachments go right up in that bag. When you need them, they're there. Now, one thing about I want to talk about this unit that is my favorite feature, well, there's a big toggle button up here, but this unit, and I don't know if we can tell in video, is quieter than any of the units I have. I have a 20-gallon Sears Craftsman, I have a 12-gallon Rigid, and I took my little decibel meter on my cell phone and my smartphone and just checked out the volumes. And the 20-gallon one ringed in right around 90 decibels, which is very high. That's hearing protection level. You need hearing protection for that. My Rigid one clocked in about 85, which is right there borderline hearing protection. That's right where you want to be. And this one actually was right around 75 to 77 decibels. That's considerably quieter. Now I don't know what this microphone's going to pick up because it might actually sound pretty loud, but it's not very loud. I can talk over it, and that's super nice. This unit's fairly quiet. You actually pick up more noise through the hose, and I had the hoses on when I did all the tests. So I love how quiet this is. That's going to be my go-to shop vac just because of that. I just don't like a lot of noise in the shop if I can help it. Up top here is storage for your cord. It has a nice little wrap up here, so I'm not going to wrap the whole thing up, but you can wrap your cord up on your handle. And you got it when you need it. It's easier to store, easier to move around. And so let's take a quick look inside this unit. Well, first off, of course, it's got your drain plug here. You unscrew it and you can drain all your water if you're using it as a wet vac. Very nice, easy, quick release handles on this unit. And it's kind of interesting. This is a little different filter system that I've seen on my other two. This is part of the filter, and to remove this filter you pull up on the two tabs and you push down on this button, and all it is it just snaps. There's this rubber seal snaps onto this nipple. So it looks basically like other shop vacs, but this filter is a quick, easy release. You don't have to worry about screwing a nut on. Snap it back into place and you're ready to go. Another one, I'm going to take a picture and show you, but the intake chute on this, let me get this cord out of the way. Very long cord on this too. I didn't actually measure the cord, but it's got to be a good 10 or 12 feet. It's a long cord. But the intake chute right here, where the dust comes in at, doesn't shoot straight over your filter, doesn't hit. It actually directs it off to the side. Kind of gives you a cyclone action in there. It's theoretically, and I believe it'll actually keep your filter cleaner just a little bit longer instead of gumming it up with dust right away. So that's kind of neat how they direct it off to the side. Of course, it's made of very solid plastic. It's not going to break on you. This has a 5-year limited warranty on it too. So Workshop Vac is going to stand behind their product, and this is a nice unit. I'm going to make this my go-to unit in the shop, and I love the whole fact that this toggle button on the top and how quiet it is. This is going to be a very fun and easy vac to use, and hopefully it'll get rid of some of my vac frustrations of dragging it around the shop too. So if you're interested in a new Workshop Vac, go check these guys out, Workshop Vac brand. And I'm John from WorkshopAddict.com. Talk to you later.